What's up, everyone? Chad Winstead here, and today I am going to moderate the greatest debate of 2020 so far. Yes, I said that. Is Visual Flow presets, are they right for you? Is the new Mood Pack right for you? Well, we're celebrating the launch of the new Mood Pack today, and we're going to do a little live edit for you. So I've got the wonderful, the amazing, the late, the great Pye Jirsa here. Say hello, Pye.
I love you, bro. The late. Am I dead?
No, but you are older than me.
Oh,
So,
bro. Yes, and I am nursing oddly, hangover from one drink, Chad.
one drink,
I
you
don't,
are
I don't
getting
normally
old.
drink.
Man,
I don't normally drink. I had one. I had one, and I'm like, I'm in trouble right now. So look, we are here doing a live edit featuring your guys' images. Like Chad said, so we're going to be using Visual Flow presets to do the live edit. So what's up, my SLR Lounge friends? If I slur my words, you now know exactly why. So yeah, we're going to be using Visual Flow presets inside of Lightroom Classic. I would say if you guys have questions, you should post them because Chad is following in the comments. We've already asked our group. So if you guys are on Facebook, go to Visual Flow Presets and Lightroom Education. This is probably the best place to ask your Lightroom questions. And we take a lot of the questions and a lot of the images from that group, and we'll create videos and content out of those. It's a completely free group to join, by the way. So today, Visual Flow launched the Mood Pack. Visual Flow is a preset development company that we have partnered with on Develop, and they're pretty cool. So we're going to walk through Lightroom, but look, if you don't have the presets, you can still follow along and kind of learn from the things that we're going to be doing. You can also ask your questions. If you do have the presets, we're going to be doing something fun, right? Because essentially, I'm going to limit my edits to the Mood Pack, and we're going to go head to head with the great, not late Chad Winstead, who's going to be editing in his signature style, whatever he likes, essentially whatever he wants to use.
that's right.
Are you ready, bro?
I'm ready, man. So we've got comments pouring in already. I am loving this. So
That's fantastic. Where's everyone tuning in from?
so we've got Viviana says, "Bro, take my money." We've got some people all the way from St. Lucia. That's awesome. And
I love how they pop up on the screen. That's so cool.
yeah.
What's up, Ernest?
Yeah, so I need to move that down a little bit, but there we go. So Ernest says hi from St. Lucia, and then Wes is commenting on your lateness, and he says your receding hairline is proof. And we've
I
got
thought
some
it was
other
getting better, bro.
we've got some people tuning in from Maryland. Yeah, let us know where you're tuning in from. We've got Philly here, Eric, and then Josh. He says that this might be the greatest group in the history of groups. So we thank you, brother. We thank you. Got some
All right.
Connecticut, Nigeria. All right, let's get started. Got New York, Ohio. All right, so Pye, go ahead and pull up your Lightroom, and we'll begin. Which image do you want to start with first, my man?
I'm going to share my screen. Let's do Adrian Ong's.
Adrian Ongs. All right, perfect. So we have a little bit of a little fun twist here mixed in. So we're going to do a countdown. So we're going to show you Pye's screen, and he's going to edit here using that new Mood Pack. And as soon as I hit the play button, you'll be able to see that countdown. And we're going to give him 2 minutes to edit this photo. Meanwhile, I'm editing it in my style on a different window, and you'll be able to see and compare the edits at the end. All right, you ready, man?
I'm ready, bro.
All right, let's do it.
I'm going to be using the tools in conjunction with the Mood Pack.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, man. Let's begin. So 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we're going to go with a little bit of soft light. I know Adrian shot this to be quite cool, but you know what? I'm going to warm it up. I like the warm, rustic tones of the Mood Pack. Oh, that's so nice. Do you find it hard to edit with a light in your face? I find it difficult.
Yeah.
I'm going to add a radial burn. Once again, bro, you're late on the responses here.
Bro, I'm concentrating here.
Okay, I'm going to do another radial burn down low, and we're going to go dodge on this one, and I'm going to invert this so it doesn't apply to anything else. This is just to brighten them up against the reflection. Maybe a little more contrast, and I'm going to crop out whatever that is on the left side of the image. And we got left.
Stop copying me.
And we got left.
Are you done already? We got a minute left.
What? I thought we were going with 60-second edits.
No, you said 2 minutes. We can change
Really?
it up. We can change it up. You want to do 60 seconds?
I think we should do 60 seconds, bro.
Okay, 60 seconds. Well, I'm done anyway,
But
so
I'm
we're going to... Are you done?
I'm done, bro.
Okay.
Can we see how many times we can say bro in this edit?
Bro.
Or meow. All right, meow.
So right meow, we're gonna compare edits, right? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna pop back on your screen one more time. So you see Pye's final edit here using the mood pack.
Okay, so here is the before. I went with a nice, warm, let that warmth on the face shine through.
That is
I
beautiful.
like this little shot by Adrian. It's a nice shot.
Yeah, it's a great shot. It works really well with that mood pack. I love that warm tone you gave it. So I basically went for the same tone. So I'm gonna flip mine over here real quick. And yeah, I think you and I went pretty similar on the white balance. And I'm using the Crush backlight preset. Since they are backlit and I wanted to keep them more of a silhouette, I noticed that the backlit preset does a good job of kind of keeping the shadows dark with that extra contrast. So yeah, basically did the same thing that Pye did. I cropped in a little bit, warmed it up, and then I brought up the bottom just a little bit with the dodge brush, the quick dodge and lift, and did just a tiny bit of a radial burn, and that was pretty much it.
So we're gonna ask this: whoever's edit you like more, post in the comments. We're gonna make this a competition.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
So
Wes says he loves the tones in mood, and
yes,
develops in here and said, bro.
Ooh. So for those that are unfamiliar with what kind of Chad was talking about using the backlit preset, and what I'll do is I'll do a quick share screen. While we're talking, Chad, why don't we go ahead and just do the next edit?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I can. Dude, look at this. Look at all of them coming through with them. Look at them. Look at them. Okay. So let's go ahead, and I have to point that out because I'm probably not going to win again. So I have to be proud of this moment.
Uh-oh. I got one left.
So,
one left. All right.
Let's pull up this next one. It's Adrian's second image, the bright sun tree.
Okay, got it.
You got the sun tree?
All right, you ready?
Okay. Yes, sir.
3.
Put up that 6 seconds.
2. Oh, wait, I forgot to change it to 60 seconds. Crap. Hold on. I got this.
If you need the extra time.
There we go. No, we're good. We're good. I only need a minute. Okay. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, hit it.
So what Chad is pointing out over here is visual flow presets are designed based on lighting conditions. And the reason why is we discovered that presets don't work because they're all designed for kind of ideal lighting conditions. So for example, if I apply soft light to this image, it looks good, but this is a backlit image, which means that it has a loss of contrast already. So we designed these different lighting condition based presets where all of the adjustments are already built in. So as we encounter like different scenes and as we have different lighting conditions from tungsten to HDR to oversat to green tint, all of the HSL adjustments that are necessary for those lighting conditions are built into the preset. And these are tested over a number of images. Why am I talking this much? Because I'm already done.
I am done too, and just in time because we only have 5 seconds left.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm good.
Nope, you're done. You're done. All right. So you went with Mood Pack backlight?
I went with Mood Pack backlit, and here's the before versus the after.
Awesome. So
I love the faded tones that it gives in the highlights.
Yeah, it looks amazing. So I went with Crush backlight once again.
Ooh.
So I added in from the retouching toolkit. I went with the sun flare to enhance that sun flare that's already there. and basically just adjusted the white balance ever so slightly, and it was really just a one click and done, other than that sun flare. So here's my before, and here's my before, maybe. My computer's bogging down. There we go. It doesn't like streaming and Lightroom. So like Pye was talking about, you got that little bit of a haze in there, and that backlight just kind of cuts through that, and then added in the sun flare, and so before and after.
See, while you were doing all that little advanced sun flare stuff, I was just talking.
That's right. Well, I only had a minute, so that's about all.
Chad for the win on this one.
Look at it.
I agree with you, Gary. I like Chad.
We're getting some love this time.
Oh, Lewis, are you just posting the ones that say Chad?
Maybe. Nah.
Oh, Josh is on your side.
Josh is on your side. We got some more love coming in from you.
Oh, Bassy, thank you.
All right. What is the next image?
All right. Next one, we are going to Devon McCabe. We got some spicy images from Devon.
Ooh, these are spicy. All right, you got your Lightroom pulled up in full screen?
Okay, share my screen.
There you go. Oh, I cut too soon. All right.
Okay, we're going to go with the first image.
This is spicy. Okay. 1 minute still?
Yes, sir.
All right. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Born ready.
Go.
So I would characterize the lighting in this scene as soft light. So we're just going to click soft light, which is essentially the default look that's designed for soft and all lighting conditions. And from here, oh man, this looks good. I bet I have enough time to do a little advanced. So from the retouching pack, I'm going to select quick dodge and lift. I'm going to just bring this right up over skin tones and kind of over her a little bit to kind of brighten her up just a bit. This is going to dodge while also retaining contrast. Okay, I'm going to make sure none of this is on his shirt. And that's nice. Let's go ahead and pull that down. Chad, how much time do we have left, bro?
We've got 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
I only need 10. I'm just kidding. I need all.
Well, that's all you have left.
Okay, I'm done.
You're
Boom.
done? All right, let me see if I can add this in. 4, 3. Okay, I can't do it. All right, pop your before and after real quick.
Boom. Look at that.
Oh, dude, mood is killing it on these. Absolutely killing it. All right.
All about the tones.
So I went with a little something different here. And I went black and white on this one. I wanted to really draw in that attention to them. And so, yeah, I'd use the Crush black and white preset. That's pretty much my go-to. Then I did a burn radio filter. And then I actually brought in a burn highlights brush and went around them real quick to bring the highlights down even more. And then a quick dodge and lift right over their faces.
You did all that in 1 minute?
1 minute. That's how awesome these tools are. So
The
quick before.
Up system. Okay.
Spinning wheel.
I like it, bro.
Before and after. And I'm not getting any love here. The mood, it's all the mood pack, guys. It's not Pye. It's not Pye. It's the mood pack. Okay. That's just how awesome it is.
You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Luis, Pye nailed it. RJ loves them both. RJ, we're going to throw out your vote. Nope.
Oh, I'm getting some love from some NC folks.
Pollock, not Pollock.
He's from NC, so I'm just getting the local love here.
All right, I got Josh too. Okay.
Ryan says stop making us choose.
Please stop making us choose.
Oh, hey, we got Ray in here. What's up, Ray?
What's going on, Ray?
All right. Cool. What's our next image? Go ahead and pull that up, and I'm going to share mine this time. Is that okay?
Devin's second image. His second image is another spicy image. You know, I like the second image a little bit better. I like the first image too. It's just the mouths feel a little bit funky to me. It looks like he's gonna eat her. But the second image, it's really nice. I wish I saw a little bit more of his ass, you know, because it's kind of being cropped off. So, you know, show the guys some love too. You know what I'm saying?
Right on. Hey, I'm gonna share my screen this time, so we're gonna watch We're going to watch me edit since you've gotten all the love so far. Does that sound good?
Let's do it.
And then we'll just see what you come up with. All right. So let's flip over here, and we're going to do 1 minute again. And you ready? 3,
Ready.
2, and 1. All right. So
I'm done.
one click and Pye's done. So once again, this one's just begging for the soft light preset. I could go black and white again, but my computer really doesn't like this. I'm going to bring up the exposure just a little bit. And just for the sake of time, I'm going to see what auto white balance gets me real quick. And once again, I'm going to do a radial. Let me see what burn highlights does.
Seriously, bro, I was done.
Well, that's
fine.
just because you're using the mood pack, and it's really cool.
All the time you need.
Okay, I'm gonna do. We're gonna try something here. We're gonna hit that water and ocean, but I'm gonna bring down the exposure a little bit. We've got 9 seconds. I'm out of time. I need more than 1 minute. I'm a slow editor.
Bro.
All right, and I'm done. Okay. All right. So, like I said, went with Crush Soft Light, changed up the white balance, and then brought down the exposure of that surrounding area by using the burn highlights from the retouching toolkit. And then I also used that water and ocean. I just used it as a radial filter just for the sake of time instead of brushing it over just the water. So let me see if I can get the before to pop up here. So that's the before, and that's the after. Just some subtle tone changes, and it adds in a little bit of punch. So once again, Crush Soft Light before and after. Pye, you ready? Share your screen.
I'm ready. It should be sharing.
Let's see
sharing?
who wins. I'm seeing the interview screen still too.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold it. Let me click stop sharing, and then I'll just click share screen again. Are you seeing it now?
There we go. All right. So
okay. So I literally just pressed soft light, and it looked good. This is mood pack soft light. It looked great.
That's not cool.
So just saying.
All right.
I know.
Fine. You got me again, I think. What does the crowd say? I think we just lost all the crowd. Who gave us 3 thumbs down? That's not cool.
3 thumbs down. Not 1 thumbs down, but 3. Right. Chad
okay.
for the win on this one. Looks like your extra work paid off there, bro.
I'm only clicking the one that doesn't say Chad. Okay, fine.
Oh, I got Spaz on my side.
That doesn't count as 5 votes, Spaz.
It really should. It really should.
Ooh, I actually think I got you on this one.
I think you got me on this one.
Yes.
Oh, look at this. Everyone's coming through with Chad on the win.
Yes.
I shouldn't have been lazy on this one.
Hold on. Thank you, guys.
Enjoy it while it lasts, bro.
All right. Let's see what you got on the next image.
Okay. Here we go. Share screen.
All right.
Share.
Which one are we going with?
So I had mine next, but let's save those for last because we'll talk a little about the Wanderlust workshop. We'll save them for like middle of the road. Let's go to Stories by AC.
Okay.
And we're going to do the first one overlooking, I believe that's Sydney. Yeah. The Opera House in Sydney.
Yeah. Looks like Sydney. I've never been, but from pictures and stuff.
I've never been either. It's just that it's so distinct. I think images like this are really cool, though, from a storytelling standpoint. Like by themselves, it kind of like feels like a misfocus, but when they're next to each other in a sequence, I think they're really cool. Right. You ready?
I am ready. I've got some love from the crowd saying that I should share my screen more, so we'll flip back and forth from each photo. I'll share my screen next. All right, ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's do it.
Okay. So this scene has quite a bit of shadow and highlight. So I'm actually going to start with HDR natural. And what's going to happen with this is it's going to retain all the tones, but still give it that kind of mood pack look and finish. And we can flip back and forth between soft light as well. You'll notice that between HDR versus soft light, there's going to be a substantial amount of kind of shadow and highlight recovery. So we're seeing a lot more of the detail up here, and I kind of like that. So I'm going to darken it down just a bit. I'm going to add maybe a tiny bit more warmth to the image. And for a nice little storytelling image, I feel like this is about right. Let's see here. Before versus the after. It looks nice. I don't feel like I need to do much else to this. Chad?
It is a good one.
You know what? I'm going to do a little bit more because I apparently did not do enough.
You've got 6 seconds. 5 seconds.
Okay, 6 seconds is plenty of time. I'll do a little radial burn with 6 seconds.
And time up.
All
right, flip that before and after.
There's before, the after. You can really see what's happening in this one because the mood pack is doing a lot to kind of mute overall blue tones. In fact, some of the areas that like people might want to customize the mood pack a bit is in the blue response. And you'll also notice that the yellows and greens and all those kind of things are going to have this slight kind of orange fade that gives it that kind of warmth, that cinematic toning.
Right on. Love it. I'm still editing mine, just so you know. I'm just kidding.
What in the actual...
All right, I'm going to flip back over real quick. So this is what I came up with.
Good.
I'm using the Crush HDR, just like you did. I went with the HDR because of those the shadows and highlights and all that. And then I cropped mine in. I wanted to get rid of the pole. I know the pole kind of added a little bit to it, but I wanted the focus to kind of go straight towards what do you call that thing?
The Opera House?
The Opera House? Okay. Opera House that we think is in Sydney, Australia. So yeah, that's what I went with.
I didn't know we were allowing cropping, dude. I mean,
what?
Like, you should have said that earlier.
What? Of course there's cropping. So before and then after, it just gives it that kind of dramatic sky there with that Crush preset. And then I cropped just a little bit of that, or I spot removed the little bit of the pole that was showing. So you can see that in the bottom right there. Boom.
I like how you turned that into a verb. I spot removed.
Spot removed. Oh man! So
if you guys have any questions on Lightroom, on anything at all, please let us know. If it's preset related, if it's Lightroom related, we're here to help out.
Right on. So I got a little bit of love. You got a little bit of love. And Josh said he didn't like my skin tones, and I'm going to agree with you, Josh. I went a little bit too far down on the exposure and ran out of time. I was going to quick dodge them back up a little bit. That's what I would usually do. But yeah.
Chad for cropping. I own it. I didn't know. Okay.
Add some music to that mood.
Add some music to that mood.
What if we just
That ain't music, dude.
they do that in EDM, don't they?
I'm sitting here before we started this live broadcast, and I'm like, dude, I do not feel good. And Chad pumps like this. Crazy clapping through the speaker to freak me out.
That's not all I got. Wake up.
Okay, let's do this. Let's go with the next one.
We do have a question real quick while you're sharing your screen for the next one. Wes asked will these work in the upcoming Lightroom update at the end of the month?
Of course they will. We will make sure they always work.
Develop and SLR Lounge are always on top of things. Always.
Oh, can't start yet. Okay.
Black Pearl says, great job to both of you. Thank you. All right, so what image are we going with next? I'm going to share my screen for this one.
I think this is still Stories by AC. We're doing the second image.
All right, perfect. So this one right
and
here.
I had you guys submit like 3 to... Well, I asked for 3. Most of you submitted more than that. Which, I do appreciate when people kind of like, stick to the instructions. It makes my life a little bit easier. But some of you submitted 7, and that was fine. So I cut it down. If there were images that I felt like might have been a little bit redundant, we also wanted to make sure we covered enough people. There also were a couple images in certain places that felt a little bit snapshotty. So I cut those out as well, just to trim down the selection. So if you're not seeing all the images, I tried to get everybody in. Okay.
Right on. So Saka asked how to get amazing skin tones. Well, guess what? I'm about to show you. All right, you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go. So for this one, I'm not going to go with Crush. I've been going with Crush on all the other ones. I'm going to go with the modern pack. Okay, so I'm going to do, even though this is a backlit image, I'm going to go with soft light just because they're kind of shaded. We're going to have to bring up the exposure a little bit, and I can't tell if her dress is white in this or not, but we're going to try and see what that white balance gets us. Plus, I wanted modern. Modern typically warms up the images, so I wanted to warm this one up a little bit more. Get a little bit of that green. You know what? While I'm thinking about it, what does green tint look like? Maybe that works better. That looks pretty good. And now I'm going to, once again, I'm going to come in here with this sun flare tool. We got 15 seconds, Pye.
I'm done, bro.
I'm going to invert this. I'm going to get all kinds of fancy here. I need more time. 6 seconds. Crap. Crap, crap.
Crap.
And we're done. Okay. All right. So, like I said, I went with modern soft light to start with, and then I switched it over to the green tint just to kind of eliminate it. And I really went up on the tint here in the white balance too. Like I said, I'm a little bit of a slow editor, but I popped in that sun flare and inverted it up at the top just to kind of add in. So we've got the before and then the after. So quite a dramatic difference there in overall exposure. If I had more time, what I would do is come down here and kind of burn the grass down here, probably with that nature and color pop brush. That's one of my favorites on these greens. It kind of helps to burn down.
That I'm hearing? Do you guys hear this?
What, that I need more time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear excuses.
Yeah, I know. Anyway.
Is your beard slowing you down?
My beard? Is it slowing me down?
I mean, it catches a lot of wind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that thing is not aerodynamic.
I think my computer is slowing me down more than anything, but... All right. I'm trying to build a PC right now. What do you have your image pulled up? Let's see your before and after.
I do. Okay. You guys see it?
All right.
So check this out. So one of the lighting conditions that's built into the preset is green tint. So this is in all the different packs available. Chad has been using Crush for most of the packs, or for most of his edits so far. And Crush is designed to have a really poppy kind of look. And for this one, he used Modern, right?
I did, yeah. I'm laughing because it's that I gave them sunburned faces.
You gave sunburned faces.
Oh.
So each of these packs is designed to have kind of like a designated look, and then they're all adapted to the different lighting conditions. So let me show you this. If I actually raise the exposure on this image, you'll be able to really easily see why this is green tint. All the grass and everything around them, we're getting a lot of green reflections onto skin tones with a bit of like orange coming from the top right. And that kind of makes sense based on how the light is in the scene. So when I did the edit, I actually edited with green tint on the mood pack. And what that does is it corrects out the green. It kind of adds in the magentas, adds in all the reds, adds in all those tones to correct that out. So this is basically green tint. And that's really it. I just did green tint, added a little bit of contrast, and I just tweaked the temperature and tint a little bit. But if we didn't do that, if I went with just mood, or like, let's say if I just went with like the soft light preset, I want you to look at how much more green all their skin tones get. You guys see that? Even if I raise contrast, look at how green they become. So let me undo both of these, and I'm going to create a side-by-side so you can actually see exactly what's happening. So this is just soft light, and then we're going to crank up the contrast. So both the white balance is identical between these two images, but you'll notice that one, we shift back all the tones so that their skin tones actually become natural again.
Yeah, that's
so
great.
That's what green does in each of the different packs, is it helps in scenes like this. You guys will also see that. Did you notice this? Did you notice red tint?
I did notice red tint, and I haven't used it yet, to be honest.
Yeah, so that's for like when you have overly pink skies, brick, red rock, all those kind of scenes. It's going to do the exact opposite as green tint. It's going to fix red tinting. And what we're going to be doing is actually going back through Crush, Pastel, and Modern, and we're going to do an update. We'll be removing Flash, because Flash it felt like an intermediary that most people probably aren't using that much. Because if you flash and it's soft, you should be using soft light. If you flash and you're using hard light, it should be hard light. So we're going to remove Flash, and then we're going to build in red tint for each of those packs.
Right on. Yeah, I'm glad that we both went with the green tint there. I definitely agree with you. I might have gone a little too crazy on the tint slider, so I'm sorry for the sunburn skin. I also just noticed, one more excuse to throw out there, that my monitor over here and what they're seeing is quite different from one another. So it definitely looked worse on the YouTubes than it does on my monitor. So maybe I need to go back and calibrate my monitor. This also isn't the one that I use every day, but
It looked worse on the YouTubes.
oh man. So let's see. Both are
Okay, so
using.
wait, did we get votes on that one?
That's what I was looking at. We don't get any. We didn't get any votes yet, other than Justin saying I gave him sunburnt faces. So I'm guessing he didn't like mine. Let's see. Do y'all have any more questions, or who won this one? Elizabeth says, "Love that you can use the green tint feature to remove the green cast. Really love using that." Am I just looking at the red guitar on the wall behind Chad? That is a Les Paul. You are correct. Justin asks, "Can you put in a radial filter and then do a preset?" You want to answer
Yes,
that one?
absolutely. I would usually go the opposite direction, but yes, it will work if you put in a radio filter and then click the preset. It totally works. But it's Chad. Did you just get muted?
No, I'm here.
Oh, on the YouTube side.
What happened?
Oh my goodness, this is where my tired hangover is coming
You
into
are
play.
tired.
I'm looking at. I thought I was looking at our interview screen, but I was actually looking at YouTube, and it was muted. And you started talking. I was like, "Wait, what are you saying?"
Oh man. You're getting some
Okay.
love, Pie all day long.
Yes, Cop Boy, thank you. Okay.
Let's see. There was one more question I think I just missed. Hold on. Oh, nope. We're good. So we got a couple people that have asked if we can see the edited ones side by side. There wasn't a way for me to split the screens to show you both, but what we can do, if you want, Pye, we can export these photos and show them side by side in our Visual Flow group on Facebook. We can make a post.
Let's do it.
Would you guys,
Let's
if you
do
guys would like to see that, comment and let us know. What we'll do is we'll export them and show the before and afters. I might have to tweak a couple of mine, you know.
So, Viviana, can you present from this pack and add another preset that isn't from develop? I'm not sure what that means exactly.
I think she's asking, like, can you do soft light? Like, say, for example, can you do crush soft light and then go in with another preset from somewhere else? And that's all going to depend on what that other preset is doing to affect the image. So
For sure.
you can speak more on this, on what all, what soft light and hard light doing. It's basically adjusting all aspects of the image in the basic panel, the HSL panel, split toning, all of that. So if that preset that you apply afterwards is affecting any of those panels, it's going to override that develop preset or the Visual Flows preset.
Correct. So the one thing that does, so we designed the retouching toolkit. So all the tools that you see inside of, like the tools that we're using, as well as the brush tools, those are designed to work with any preset pack that you have. So those will work with developed presets. They'll work with any of your own presets. That's completely kind of separate. But the actual Visual Flow developing presets that we're using, so mood, modern, like Chad said, those will overwrite everything on an image. With the exception of like local adjustments and those kind of things.
Yeah. And Josh brings
All right,
up a good point too. He says that you can export and then import and reapply. So that's that double baking technique. If you do want to go with that, that is an option as well. All right.
All right, brother. Are you ready to do some of my images?
I'm ready. Let's do it. Which one you want?
Okay. Let's do the first one with the couple holding hands and looking out.
All right. Share your screen.
So I'm a share. This is the mood pack is actually the first preset release that we've paired with a complete workshop. So we did a very nice condensed workshop that teaches people how to actually shoot for the look, for the wanderlust kind of style image. So that is actually a really great companion to it. Are you ready?
I am ready. Do you want to do 2 minutes on this one?
Nah, bro.
No? Okay. All right.
Nah, bro.
I just want more time. All right.
We'll do 2 minutes. We'll do 2 minutes, and then you can use the extra time. I'll do a little explaining.
Okay, perfect. Let's do 2 minutes, and in 3, 2, 1, go.
Make sure you press Control-Shift-R, by the way, before you start, Chad, because some of the DNGs might have had some sort of settings applied to them. Okay, so look, this image is with what I would say is hard directional light. So we have hard light coming from the left side and her face is angled towards it, which means we have deep shadow, we have bright highlights. So we're just going to select hard light. Now check out the beauty in this is I'm going to go ahead and just go down here to the HSL. I want you to see this. So when we talk about kind of the adjustments that are being made between lighting conditions, if I actually select soft light, you're going to notice the HSL is going to shift. If I select hard light, it shifts again. HDR, it shifts again. Because in each lighting condition, you actually have to compensate for the different colors. And so we do this statistically by testing numerous images. And this is where we actually have a visual flow patent on the process of developing lighting condition based presets. So when we click hard light, we get to an image that's nearly finished. All I got to do is adjust exposure, pull it down by maybe 0.7-ish. I'm going to also bring the temperature down just a little bit. Barely anything, actually. Let's see. I like it right about there. And I'm going to make it just slightly more green. Okay. Now, if I want to, I can add that radial burn. So going back to the Visual Flow tool and retouching kit, I'm going to put a radial burn. Shift M will allow me to quickly select that tool. I can bring it over her face, rotate this, and I can kind of put it into the right shape and size by just holding down Shift and constraining as I click the edge. Now watch this. A lot of us often forget if you hold down Alt or Option, you can actually click the pin and adjust the strength of that pin, of the settings that are being applied. So I'm just going to click and make it a little bit darker. What's up?
We're out of time, but I'll let you keep going. So you're doing a great explanation here. So keep going.
I'm done, bro.
Oh, you're done. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so look at this. Here's the before and the after for the image.
Awesome.
Cool.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let's show you mine real quick. So I went back with Crush, and I also went with hard light because of that directional light there. But the blues in this image, and I just wanted to add some contrast. It's just kind of my personal style, but I really wanted to bring out those blues. So Crush hard light, brought down the exposure a little bit, and then I used the Decrush retouching toolkit brush over their skin. So right here, that Decrush skin really helps with the skin tones in images where you're using Crush, because sometimes it does kind of punch and contrast, add some contrast into the skin where you don't want it. So that brush basically brings down the dehaze, the saturation a little bit, and the texture to help with that.
I love how we went. This is such a Winstead signature edit here.
Right.
I love how the different looks. So,
and I went with I also went with a couple of other brushes too, since I had the extra time. I went in and kind of loosely brushed over the water there with that ocean brush, the water and ocean brush. And then I used the burn highlights on the rock down here. I just wanted to bring down the tones in that a little bit. And that was pretty much it. So we got the before and, well, there we go. Before and after. Before.
I like it.
And after. All right. So, man, they just really, I think
Elizabeth comment. This is hilarious. Incredible lighting conditions were built into these presets. Pye Jirsa, thanks for being the Elon Musk of the wedding industry. I'm like Elon Musk if he were downgraded to like, I'm not even on that scale actually. I was going to downgrade it to like a 1%.
I'll say this. I don't think Elon Musk has a hangover after one drink. I'm just going to throw that out there.
He certainly doesn't.
Getting some respect on my name, but no wins.
Ernest thought I was being too safe. He's like, I'm editing too safe.
Justin said, call me crazy, but he thinks the bride would like some white vignette on this image. So definitely a stylized choice there.
All right, let's do number 2 image. So both these images that we're actually doing now, these two that are the images that I shot, these are actually images that are in the Wanderlust workshop. So we talked about kind of shooting them and talk about gear, everything, lighting, inception, kind of the working through of the actual thought process and composition, everything. Are you on it?
I am on it. You want me to edit this one or you to edit? You're doing a great job of explaining. So
You edit, bro.
you edit, me edit. Okay. All right.
Press that Control-Shift-R.
Control-Shift-R.
You might want to set your, after you press Control-Shift-R, by the way, if you right-click Reset Settings and then do Copy History Step to Before, because some of these may have some setting applied in the DNG, so when you press the Before or After, it doesn't actually show you the Before.
Right. This isn't even working for me. It's not resetting. Why isn't it resetting?
I don't know. While you're doing that, though, I'm going to go see if there's any questions.
Okay.
Questions.
Okay. I'm just going
Mood Pack, by the way, for those that are asking, it is available now. So if you go to vfpresets.com, I believe, let's see, I believe it should be up and live. Yeah. If you look around the menu right there, there's Mood Pack.
Oh,
boom.
Let's share your screen. Share your screen. There you go.
Oh.
No, you're good. I was showing them. Sure it is.
Sure.
There we go.
There it is. Go to vfpresets.com. You click that Mood Pack link, and boom, Mood Pack is up.
Boom.
And we have featured artists Tanya Parada and Elizabeth Lloyd right there. Look at this incredible image.
Wow. So moody. Those are beautiful.
Dope stuff.
Wes Shin says that he's actually delayed editing engagement suit, waiting for mood.
Alex Baldwin, only lazy people use presets.
We're going to put you up here.
Oh, my friend.
Oh, if only you knew. All right.
You
We have one more question for you real quick, and I think I have my photo reset. So is the Wonderlust Workshop to be included for SLR Lounge Premium members?
Correctamundo, Jeeb. So yes, it is actually inside of the premium membership. And it's also available for Visual Flow preset purchasers. So if you actually have an SLR Lounge membership, then just get the Wanderlust or just get the Mood Pack. You don't need to get the additional workshop because it's actually in your membership.
Awesome. Okay, so let's edit this photo. We've been live for 43 minutes, so I think we're nearing the end here. And yeah, I'm going to show you that I'm not lazy, I'm just efficient and smart, right? Ready for this?
Are you ready? Or is the time up?
I am hitting the timer, and now. So let's go.
Silly Alex.
All right. You know what? I'm going to throw a curveball here. I'm going for the Mood Pack. I'm going to see what it does for me here.
We did say you could edit with whatever you wanted, didn't we?
That's right. That's right. So I'm going to fix that horizon real quick. Man, the guy who shot this, why is it so crooked?
You know what? I felt like the horizon line was actually shot really well. I think the person did a really great job. You know, with what he was given, or right. She. It could have been a girl.
Honestly,
he or she was given.
Because my computer's about to blow up from streaming and using Lightroom at the same time, I think I'm done.
Honestly, I think I'm done. I'm done too.
No, you know what? I'm gonna add in. Let's see what a vignette does for me real quick to finish it out.
This is one where I'm surprised you didn't go Crush, because Crush would look mighty fine on this image.
Crush would look mighty fine, and it's what I would definitely typically go with. But I went with backlight from the Mood Pack real quick, so I'll show you the before and the after. Whoa, there we go. Let's do that one more time. Before and then after. I just like the tones in it, but here's basically what Crush would look like. You hover over that. It's a lot of detail, a lot of crunch. What you got over there?
All right, let me share. Okay, so here is my before and my after. So I went with HDR for this one. So the dynamic range of this image, the original file is really broad. So using HDR is going to maintain the tones but give it that nice feel. I had a question of someone was asking, like on the modern, why is it that the blacks and the whites are clipped? Because they're clipped. So like if you actually look at the histogram, we're down here on the tone curve, we're actually clipping the blacks so that you end up with kind of like this subtle matte finish. And we're also clipping highlights. And that's what gives it that like soft kind of highlight edge. So these are things that you can always tweak. So you can always bring this up and retain more of the highlights. But it's kind of the look is to have a bit of a matte finish. Sometimes people will like to keep the highlights clipped and then add more of the blacks. I know, Chad, you made that adjustment. And it's actually one that I would say looks really good is you pull down on that spot tone curve and you can get more deep blacks if you want to remove the matte finish from it. But that's intentional and part of the look. You'll notice that that doesn't actually come with the other packs. So when we click modern, for example, the tone curve is a full curve and it's designed to have a lot of contrast. And if you go to like say HDR Crush, it's even more so.
Right. Yeah, that's one adjustment that I made with the mood pack just to kind of help fit in with the with Crush is since I use Crush a lot is to mess with that tone curve, and then I personally added in a little bit more blue. So that's the nice thing about these packs is you can tweak them to your liking. If you don't like a certain color, you know, if you want more saturation in your blues, you can go in there and increase that saturation. You don't, but they're set up this way for a specific style and for a specific lighting condition. What are you laughing over there?
I was looking at the Josh said, no, we're gonna Joe Rogan this video. Go 3 hours. Don't be like Jared and quit after 60 minutes.
Don't be like Jared.
Don't be like Jared. Do 1 hour.
Well,
let's see here. So Pox, the other issue that you might be noticing in terms of sharpness, we're streaming in 1080p and we're looking at 4K images. So there's going to be some loss in image quality and just looking at this over YouTube streaming. So that's probably the sharpness issue you're seeing. Definitely. And Alex, not to hate, I don't want people to feel like, to each their own when it comes to if you want to use and develop your own settings and all that kind of stuff. It's quite a bit different. Like, there's a lot of really crappy presets out there. So I kind of get it. Like, there's a lot of really bad products that are being sold. This is what we would call a piece of software. This is literally a pre-designed workflow that's based on not only a decade worth of experience, but then years of actual testing. So we're actually testing and we go through thousands of images with each pack to make sure that the look is adapted to each lighting condition. So doing this on your own, if you're making a business of your photography, doing this for your own images would take a dramatic amount of time. So people use presets, especially well-designed presets, because it enables them to make more money. They get to get out and shoot more. They get to work with more clients as opposed to sitting in front of the computer. So that's kind of the purpose of it. I don't want you to feel like we're, just saying you're wrong, because you're wrong, bro.
Hey, I will say this. I mean, I shoot typically 20 to 30 weddings a year, plus commercial jobs, plus a bunch of headshots, portrait sessions in between. And if I wasn't using presets for speeding up my workflow, I would be sitting in front of the computer day and night when I'm not shooting all day. And I used to be like that. And that's the one nice thing about this is the modern pack and the Crush pack are so close to what I was already doing with my edits, and they're lighting based. Literally can just do a bunch of one-click adjustments for the most part, and then tweak and fine-tune as needed. And it just, I know for me, it's sped up my workflow probably at least 50 to 75%, if not more. And in fact, Josh just said that his editing time has been cut down 80+% with these. Has changed his entire work life, and I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Pox says, I use a lot of off-camera flash, but VFlow Modder is not working at all for my style. Well, number one, Pox, I would say you got to start with a pack that actually looks like your style to begin with. So each of these packs is designed with a specific look. You want to pick the one that is closest to what you do, or wait till we have one that's close to what you do. And then number two, hit up develop to make sure that, things are working as they should. So.
Right. All right, man. So are we doing any more images? Are we wrapping this up, or how do you want to proceed?
Oh, bro, we got 3 more people.
We got three more people? Okay.
We're
Let's
not
do it.
gonna Jared out of this.
Ooh. Throwing jabs at Jared.
We're using it as a verb now. Jared our way out of this. Mind? He won't.
He won't mind. I don't know why he's not
won't mind.
watching, though. Why are you not watching, Jared? Where are you? All right.
And John is absolutely right. Presets are wonderful, but at the end, you need to put your own style. This is why we show you tweak, customize. You're 100% correct.
That's right.
Okay, ready to go? We're going to go to Thomas Malley's.
The
I
dip
actually
and
kept
kiss.
4 of his images in here. He's the only one that got 4 in here. So they were awesome. I really liked it. You ready to go?
Yeah, 1 or 2 minutes.
1 minute. We're going to go lightning rounds.
All right, perfect. And I'm ready if you're ready. In 3, 2.
Are you sharing my screen or your screen?
I'm sharing your screen.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Okay.
go.
Okay, so for this one, this really calls out to me as black and white. So I'm going to go with the Mood Pack black and white. I'm going to also press R, and we're going to fix this crop. I don't feel like this car is really doing anything. So what I'm going to do is actually pull this in and really make this shot just about them and the emotion in this image. And I think you're going to see something it's going to really transform kind of what we're looking at. So I really like this. What I'm going to do from here is just adjust and get a little bit more clarity. And honestly, it's good now at this point. I might do one last little tweak. We're going to go radial burn. And for those watching that, like, again, if you're kind of looking at this and going, why do people use presets? I want you to look at what's been done here. Like, in a matter of, what's the time right now, Chad?
We got 15 seconds.
So while talking to you guys, in like 40 seconds, we've gone from this to this. And it's dramatically different from, let's say, the Lightroom black and white. So if I was just to, oh my goodness, what did I do? If I was just to go and select this image and just do a Lightroom black and white, right? This is what it's going to look like, even with the same crop. Okay, look at how dramatically different this is. So whether you're using someone else's presets or whether you're using your own, you're kind of not really doing yourself a service if you're just developing each image by hand, because you're really spending tons of time doing something that should be pretty quick. All right, this is my edit, bro.
All right. I'm going to... Oh, I just clicked the wrong button. I'm going to show you what I came up with. Now I went for something a little bit similar, but yet completely different at the same time. I just, once again, ran out of time. So I'm just editing right now, so you don't have to see. So I went with a black and white version as well, using the Crush black and white preset. And then I quick dodged over their faces a little bit. Now you can see, I know what you're thinking. I didn't finish. I only had a minute. But you can see how drastically different you can make this image look with just one little brush. So I used the Burn Blackout brush. So obviously I ran out of time and didn't get to, I just erased that. But I was going to try to clean it up and fine tune it and all that. But I wanted to make the moment really about them. Now this isn't probably what I would actually do to this image. I'd probably just do a light burn around them and in the background. But I just wanted to show you that Burn Blackout brush because it's really cool and really useful in certain situations.
The Jason Vincent special.
That's the Jason Vincent special. You're right. And obviously I kind of overdid it a little bit on her right in the faces here, but that's something that with another 30 to 45 seconds could have been cleaned up and looked amazing.
For sure. It's so crazy when you knock out that background.
Yeah, it's wild. I'm going to show that before and after one more time and just envision that the brushing isn't sloppy like that.
Just imagine I did this correctly.
Just imagine I had more than 1 minute. You're killing me, Smalls. All right.
That's my job. My job is to kill you.
So I got some love on that one for blacking out the background.
I agree. I think when that thing is finished, that would be the far better look. Are you ready for, by the way, oh, you know why I didn't do that? Because you were hosting this. So our host, our gracious host, Chad Winstead, is an incredible photographer. If you don't know, you know what? Let me just turn off my sharing. Y'all need to jump into our group. So that Visual Flow group is managed by Chad, and he's an incredible photographer that's there teaching helping everybody learning Lightroom, shooting, all that stuff. So I just want to give the humble man a little bit of credit because he's not going to say it himself. So, and he's also a great musician, hence the guitars in the background.
I don't actually play. They're just for looks. I'm just kidding. You've heard me play.
Trust
well,
me.
I appreciate you and all that you do for the photography community. So when you asked me to manage this group, I was of course humbled and honored to do it. And thank you for the opportunity. And I really love being a part of this group. I love these presets and everything that you do. It's amazing. And Josh wants one of my hats. So he says, I'm not letting you off. I need a hat. Where do I PayPal you? I got you, bro. Hit me up after this video and we'll chat. I've got more hats on the way.
Okay.
Man.
You ready to go to the next one?
Yep. Hold on. Let's just bask in the love a little bit more.
We're totally Roganing this.
We are. Go for it. Share your screen. Let's edit the next one. Let's finish it.
You're like, shut up. Just share your screen. Let's go. Okay, we're doing this guy. Thomas Malley.
Perfect.
This is such a beautiful image. Look at that mist in the background. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yes. That's beautiful.
You ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
And let's go.
Looking at this image, lots of shadows, quite a bit of highlight. I would say we should go straight at HDR natural. And honestly, this looks pretty darn good right here. I'm going to adjust the exposure a little bit. Maybe bring a little bit more contrast into this. And then maybe do a radial burn right over the couple. You guys noticing a little pattern here in the way that we edit? I'm going to increase the strength of that, and I'm just going to brighten the image a little bit. And I find it quite fantabulous at this point. So I'm done.
Yeah, I
think
before. Well, that's beautiful. Well, I still got 20 seconds. What am I doing? I need to make this better.
You're just looking? You just looking, bro?
I'm just looking over here at your screen. Hold on. I'm almost done. 6 seconds. Okay. I'm done. All right. So, Pox over here asks, please do an edit on the punchy, saturated, super sharp side. Well, I got you, brother. We went with Crush HDR as well. I think Pye and I are just about 1 for 1 on selecting the same lighting conditions so far. But went with the HDR, Crush, and then my little super nifty trick to make it even more punchy and contrasting than it already is, I'll grab a radial filter and I'll come over here and I'll select the Nature and Color brush. Now I have it saved right here because it's one of my most used brushes. So this is another little tip for you. I saved my most used brushes and renamed them star 1 through 7 just so I could quickly access them instead of scrolling here.
I love that.
But yeah, just radialed it and it gave this nice pop of color and contrast around the scene. And then I actually tweaked the white balance of it just a little bit. It was a little bit too warm and too green, so I brought the white balance down just a little bit. And yeah, it's beautiful.
It looks so good as a gigantic metal.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Fantastic.
And it's a beautiful image, and I definitely went pretty heavy on the contrast, but you know, that's kind of our style too. And but yeah. Oh, I didn't show you before and after. Hold on.
The beauty and style.
So let's see, before and then after. And you see I also brought down the highlights a little bit in that water. So before and after. Cool. All right. So
welcome the Island Attitude. And for those that are tuning in a little bit late, this is going to be available on the channel to watch at any point in time. So
yep.
Don't worry.
Well, I got one love.
But
Fox loved it.
If you guys have questions in the meantime, let us know. We'd like you guys to, vote, comment on which edit is your favorite with each of these. So far, I'm winning. Just kidding. I'm pretty sure
you are winning. No, you're definitely winning. But I think it's
the only
mood
reason.
pack.
Yeah, it's the mood.
I think it's the mood pack that's winning.
Has nothing to do with me. It's the fact that I'm forced to use the mood pack, which is doing most of the work. Because if I wasn't forced to use it, then I would probably screw up all my images by doing something else. But this is kind of keeping everything. It's keeping me in the lines. You know what I mean?
Right on.
Lines.
All right. What's next?
Okay. Let's do Thomas Malley's last two images, and why don't we do a lightning round where we got to do both these final images in 60 seconds. 60 seconds.
Both of them in 60 seconds? Okay.
Both. What do you think
So,
about that? What do you think
yeah,
about them apples?
you said Thomas Malley's last two?
This image and the next image.
Okay, perfect. All right. So we're sharing your screen. Oh, no, that's my screen. Wrong screen. There we go. All right. 60 seconds and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so this image looks like it's using a prism. It has a loss of contrast, which means I'm going to choose backlit. This is flare and low contrast. Honestly, the majority of the work is done at this point, other than just that radial burn. I'm going to bring that right in, drop that right over them, pull down the exposure a bit, and we're going to call it good right there. That looks really nice. Next, this image, I love it. The crop feels a little bit like a mistake, so I'm going to go ahead and straighten the crop and the horizon line. This image is pretty much just soft light, so I'm going to go soft light. We're going to bring the exposure down just a little bit. It gives it that nice kind of moody rustic look. I'm going to add a little bit more greens to this and just kind of tweak the temperature a bit. We're going to put in that radial burn right there. How much time do I got left, bro?
You got 7 seconds. Better
Okay.
hurry. Meanwhile, I just started.
So let's go to this image, and I'll show you guys the before versus the after. Okay, and then for this image, here's the before versus the after.
Perfect. Beautiful. All right, let's do mine. So, wrong photo. We'll start with this one. So I went with black and white on this one. The color was definitely nice, but I felt like there was a lot of greens and a lot of brights behind them, so I wanted to kind of tone it down a little bit. Just cropped it in a little bit using the VFlow Crush black and white. If I had a little bit more time, I probably would have used the burn highlights to go around them here, and just maybe a quick dodge on them in the reflection. But that's a really cool shot. I like the prism in this one.
That's cool.
Then the next one, I went with Crush Soft Light and cropped it in just a little bit to kind of give a little bit more of a rule of thirds look, and then used that burn highlights radial. And that was basically it. Adjusted the white balance as well real quick. And so we'll do a quick before and after. And before and after, kind of brought down that blue sky, made it look kind of crunchy. I like it.
I love that blue and Crush in this. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it really does. And then before and then after. So honestly, that one would look amazing as color too, and I probably would deliver this one in color myself. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. Cool. All right, so
All right, put on your favorite. Looks like you got this round, bro.
I did get some love on that one. I'm liking it. So check this out. Alex says it's really cool to watch these in action, and that we've converted him, and he sees the values of presets. And we appreciate you, Alex. So pop on over to the Visual Flow website and pick out a pack for you, man.
Okay, we're going to Viviana Cardenas.
Perfect.
Fox had an interesting, an interesting post. He said, "My vote gets." He basically is saying that I choose all the edits that have full histograms from dark to lights. I'm gonna be honest, like it's a very such a technical way of looking at an image is to kind of completely dismiss the artistry that goes into a shot. Honestly, from a client's perspective, and I don't care if you're talking about commercial clients, I don't care if you're talking about like wedding clients, what they care about is the end result, not the technical aspects of an image. So I would kind of suggest that you just choose the image that you like, because I've seen images that have plenty of full histograms that are absolutely junk.
Yep.
Just a thought. Just a thought.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I pay the histogram about as much attention as I pay my, well, I don't know. I had something there. It,
You
it
had
left
something.
it left my mind.
Dude, the lead up was amazing. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I had it
brought
flowing
us
there.
to this clip, and you were like just hang there for a little bit, and then we kind of just walked back the other way.
My
We
uh,
didn't
my
end up.
my ADD kicked in. I saw something on the photo, and I'm like, "Ooh, I should have removed that."
All right, I say we look at your screen. Should we do
All right,
another lightning round? What do you think?
lightning round was perfect. Let's finish it out with a lightning round.
We have two more. So we have Wes's, which I think Wes's should go last, and his deserve two full rounds. Viviana, let's do another lightning round.
Okay, and which one is that?
That's the three
Okay,
kids.
yes. Okay, got it. All right, so lightning round, 1 minute on this one.
Yes, sir.
All right, is this the only one from her?
There's two. It's both the kid shots. The kid picking a
Oh, I
like a
see it now.
raspberry.
Okay, all right,
Raspberry.
all right, got it. All right, you ready?
Let's
3,
do it.
2, 1, go. All right, so there's a lot of beautiful tones going on. My computer's bogging down again. We've got some highlights, we've got some shadows. We can go either way. I'm just gonna see what HDR Modern gets us. So I'm going to crop in. I want to remove this trash can real quick. Let's see. I love the framing in this shot. If there wasn't a giant blue trash can there. So I want to remove that. I'm going to give it a little bit of a Dutch tilt here to keep the feet in the shot. And I've already used up 30 seconds, and I am not liking these lightning rounds. Okay.
You get extra time because of the computer issue. Your
Yeah.
computer slowing you down is no bueno.
I need to hurry up and build my my PC. All right. And I'm going to use Soft Light Crush here, and I know I'm out of time, but my computer was lagging there. So we're going to do I'm going to stick with my burn highlights, but I really love using burn highlights over the other ones. But actually on this one, there's not too many other highlights. So we're just going to do a regular old radial burn, and we'll just go with that. Okay. So honestly, these didn't need much, just some nice one click. They got beautiful lighting in these, so I went with Crush on this one just to kind of make the greens and the shirt pop, and wanted to get those berries to kind of stand out a little bit more. They were a little bit dark on the exposure side there, so the Crush helped make them pop a little bit. And then this one, real simple. I just went with the HDR and cropped out the big blue trash can. So before and after on that one, and you can see that,
Well done, sir.
that crop. So not too shabby. Nice shot.
The kids, I really like that choice in development style because for the kids, that punchy, colorful look with all their different clothing and the popsicles, I think that works really well. I like yours better than mine. Here's my before and after on this one. I did the same thing. I kind of felt like this dude with his curious expression was like my main subject.
Yeah.
So I kind of brought the attention into him a little bit, cropped out the garbage can. And then for this guy, here is the before and the after. So this is just really soft light. You can see what's happening to the greens. I love how the greens in the mood pack, the greens kind of shift to that more sort of orange vibe. But then I kind of just brought a radial filter on him, even out the tones a little bit. So it was really cute.
Leave your after up real quick. So I'm going to flip back and forth. Look at the difference in the greens here. I think this is important to note between
Ooh, I want to see
Crush and then you have the mood pack there.
Yeah, it's very different.
Very different. Very cool. All right. Let's finish up. We're doing Wes's last, correct?
This is last.
All right.
We got two really solid images here.
Mine are all out of order here. What's going on? Okay, I got that one, and then the couple on the beach, right? Got the waterfall and the couple on the beach?
I do. I have, yes.
Okay. All right.
Do on the beach first?
Yeah, let's do beach first and then waterfall.
Do it.
We got Crush for the win on that one. And, oh, I'm getting some love again. Sweet. All right. And sharing your screen?
Yeah, I think you definitely won that round. You took that round, brother.
All right, you ready? Are we doing 1 minute or 2 minutes on these?
1 minute each.
All right, 1 minute each. All right, let's go 1 minute on this one. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Whose screen are we showing?
We're showing yours.
Okay. So this is a hard light scene. So I'm going to go ahead and select hard light. And it's going to automatically kind of correct skin tone and everything. So really all I got to do is worry about getting the right temperature, which I like it right about here. Make sure my horizon line is good. The other thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and grab this spot healing brush, and I'm going to go right over the people in the water. Chad, you better not be listening to me right now.
I've already taken. I took those people out before you even thought about it.
I know you wouldn't have thought about this.
That was the first thing I did.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. Okay, we're gonna remove the steamship over here. It's not a steamship. It's some sort of highly polluting, toxic ship that's floating. And my horizon's not quite straight, so let's just fix that.
You're also out of time.
Oh, perfect, because I'm done.
Me too.
All right, I love this. I think this looks really cool. I feel like this would look awesome as a black and white, not a black and white, a crush image as well. Just all those blues. But you know, when you look at the cool thing here is when you look at the highlight tones. Do you see it on, like, is it coming through where you kind of see them get those bright highlights get really softened up?
Yeah, they're muted basically. It's perfect. And which base did you go with? You went with hard light, correct?
I went with hard light. And if there was one last thing that I would do to this image, I would jump down here, and you can actually see right here there's a dodge whites and highlights.
Yep.
I would actually select one of these and maybe just do highlights and then drag this right over the water. And what it'll do is just kind of make that water pop a little bit. So the water here that's somewhat a little bit darker than like their clothing, you can kind of get to that same level of brightness. And then you can flip it to whites and see which one you like better. So whites I actually like a little bit better on this one. The only thing I'm going to do though is remember how we can hold down Alt or Option. Sorry, this is a little bonus. A bonus one, Chad.
Okay, you're good.
You hold down Alt or Option, click that, and drag to the left. You can reduce the strength of this effect. So I can bring it right around that same brightness of their shirts. And now we get water that really pops as well. So look at this kind of the before versus the after. And without that brush over the water, it would have looked like this. Okay.
Right on. You and I did something similar there.
Ooh.
All right, so I'm going to share mine real quick. So I went with Crush. I wanted to really make those blues pop. The first thing I did was remove the people after I hit. And I also went with Crush Hard Light, just because of those highlights there. And then I added in over on the tools, I just did that middle 01D post-crop vignette. And then I went into the brushes really quickly and did that water and ocean brush again. So you'll see I kind of brushed that right over the blues and the whites, and it really makes those whites kind of pop and stand out a little bit.
I love that.
And,
looks good.
I'm going to show you one thing that you missed. There's a sensor spot on this image that you missed. So,
right. Hey, you left the smoky ship in there. You know.
I did, but I thought it added to the scene. You know, their love is polluting the ocean too. You know. So one thing, if you don't know, on the spot removal tool down here on the left, I'm going to show you this little tip. There's this visualize spots icon here. So if you select that, it brings up this kind of wild looking black and white difference here. I don't know what you call this, but you can adjust it with the slider, and it helps you see sensor spots in your sky. So yeah,
I like it.
Makes them
look
like
this one looks like it might.
It looks like what?
Get your votes in, guys. Get your votes in. This one looks like it's a split decision here.
Yeah, RJ said he wanted mine to be a little bit warmer. Lewis, oh, that's 3 votes. 3 votes.
You don't get multiple counts just because they say your name 3 times.
That's what you said earlier.
Yeah, yeah. But that's because I'm losing.
We do have a question here. Jim says, I love the cinematic look of the mood pack. Do you guys intend to release more cinematic inspired presets in the future?
I think so, Jeeb. I feel like right now there's a few things that I want to do in terms of updates to the existing packs. So that's my next goal, is to hit all those updates. So we'll probably ride with these four for a little bit, but I love the cinematic look too, and a lot of my style is kind of shifting towards that. So I do want to do some more of them.
Right on.
Okay.
So that one was pretty close. That one was pretty close. We were a little bit back and forth there.
Did you see the island said they both look great, but he likes my hair more, which I super appreciate, man. Thank you. I've been using Rogaine twice a day, and I think my hair is getting twice a day. Oh, that's per the instructions.
What about what about beards?
The hair in the photograph.
But
no, he meant my hair. He meant my hair.
Nobody's made a comment about my beard yet. I'm kind of disappointed. I worked hard on this thing this morning.
Pavan, appreciate the support. You're going to love them. Pavan just said, got the bundle. Excited to use them.
Perfect.
All right. Let's do this.
RJ asked, where should one start with your packs and kits? And
I would honestly say get the retouching kit, pair it with whatever preset pack is going to be like closest to your look and style. For most people, that's going to be modern. So modern plus the retouching kit, and then build up from there with additional packs. But what do you think, Chad?
Yeah, I agree. I think modern is a good place to start, but if it doesn't look like your style that you want to go for, then like you said, I would get the retouching toolkit first and add it on to whatever you're doing now, or pair it up with modern as a good start. Crush is going to give you a lot more crunch to your image, a lot more contrast and color. So if that's more your style, you might want to go with Crush to start with. But yeah, I started with modern and the retouching toolkit. I think those two together is a must. So
for sure. Chad, my hangover is gone. The cure to hangovers is not some fancy drink. It's
doing
YouTube
live edits. Perfect.
Yeah.
So now we're getting the beard love because I requested it. So
because I requested it.
All right, man. All right, let's do this last photo.
Here we go.
All right. I'm going to share my screen for this one. And you ready? 1 minute to finish it.
Wes's last image. I'm ready. I'm gonna try and one click this.
This is 1 minute to win it right here. All right.
Oh, okay. Maybe I won't one click it then. All right. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Whose screen are we looking at?
We're looking at mine, and it might have just helped if I started here. Ooh. There's so much that works for this photo.
Such a cool image. Such a cool image. Wes has outdone himself with this one.
This was taken on an XT4. Fuji's got some cool color.
I do love their color, man.
Yeah, it's a great shot. 30 seconds, Pye, and I'm not really feeling the tones right now.
I'm good, bro.
I think I should have went with mood on this one. When in doubt, black and white it out. I've got 10 seconds.
When in doubt, come on. You're going to black and white this?
Yeah, man.
All right. That's fine.
Let's roll with it. All right, and for my final touch, I'm just going to add in a little bit of vignette. You're going to beat me on this one because I can already tell that the mood is going to work for this shot. But I went with black and white, and only because I couldn't quite get the color to look right in a minute. I think Crush is a little bit too much here on this one. I probably should have gone with either modern or the mood. But before and after, black and white. Pye, what you got over there?
Okay, so here's my before, my after.
The Island Attitude said finish him, Mortal Kombat style.
Finish him. So basically all I did was, let me go back here. I did HDR because I felt like there was quite a bit of highlight tone as well as shadow tone. So I did HDR. I left everything here pretty much just where it was at. The only thing I really did was I added that same Dodge Whites brush. So if I turn this off, you'll notice that the the water gets a little bit muted. So I just kind of added that Dodge whites just to kind of punch up the water a little bit, just on the waterfalls, to kind of get it to be about the same brightness as the dress. The last thing I did was just, there's a radial filter right over them. It's about a one-stop burn, and with all that, we essentially equalize the exposure, because you notice on this, they're so much darker than like the water around them, whereas on the final, they kind of get lifted out and the water gets a little bit darker, but it's still like balanced.
Yeah,
love that shot.
Mood kills it on this one, man. So we got some love here. Oh, let me flip back over. Elizabeth said, love this image, Wes. Some explicits there from Lewis. This is killer, man. All right, so yeah, Lois said she'd love to see modern on this image. I think I should have gone with modern instead of crush, but you're getting some love on this one. Mood. G Blake, the
this
black
one was
and white.
definitely, we kind of ended with a mood image for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I can show them real quick what that would look like. Let me just do this. And someone asked to see it with modern. What I'll do is I'll create a couple different variations of it, and you guys can see it with all 4 presets. We'll end with that with each of the packs.
Okay.
Are you okay on time?
Yeah, I'm good. Got a couple minutes.
So this is going to be modern. With each of these, you kind of have to make, so mood is actually the first pack that we have that is really not doing much with exposure. And the reason is when it comes to that cinematic look, exposure is so subjective. Whereas the other packs will actually build in quite a bit of exposure. I'm going to actually turn off this on this one. Pastel is kind of designed to have that kind of more bright look, so I'm going to brighten it up a little bit, add a little bit more magenta. Okay. And then last, brush, HDR. Okay, and Crush is going to have that kind of high contrast vibe to it. I'm going to do this. I know you are a big fan of using that kind of anti-crush skin, which that's what it's built in for. Let's see here. If you guys go into Crush and you go under decrush skin, it's a preset that's literally designed to kind of make skin tones come back, because Crush is really designed for environmental portraits like this one. And what I would do here is take that radial filter and just increase the strength of it a bit. Okay. So here are the 4 kind of different looks that you would get. So top left is that cinematic kind of darker mood look. Then we have modern. Then we have pastel, very much a bright kind of white look. And then you have Crush at the bottom right.
Yeah, so I went, when I was trying to edit that one in Crush, I went with HDR, which was not a good choice. I should have stuck with the soft light, I think, because I was just playing with it here, and it seemed like the soft light matched it a little bit better. Yeah.
Well, dude, I think I believe you have to run. So let's
I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm over here eating a snack, while we're finishing up.
I'm glad you're able to eat. I feel so much better right now than I did when we first started this. So thank you for the cure to my 1 drink hangover.
I shouldn't have done a cracker on live video. That was a bad choice.
Was that literally your lunch? You're like, my lunch?
Pretty much. Hey, man, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. I think
it was a lot of fun.
I think it's really cool. We'll export these photos, and we'll be sure to join the Visual Flow Facebook Lightroom group. That came out wrong. Be sure to look us up on Facebook, join the group, and we'll post our before and afters or side-by-side comparisons here shortly. But we're getting some love from the crowd. It says Pye went in the waterfall.
Yeah, and in the meantime, guys, be sure to follow Chad. So Chad, what is your, you can see it actually right there, at Chad Winstead Photo. Jump in the group so you can learn from Chad as well as all of our incredible ambassadors. We have some amazing ambassadors in there. Elizabeth Lloyd, Wes. We have just a crew of awesome people. So go into the Visual Flow group on Facebook. So Visual Flow and Lightroom Education is the name of the group. In the meantime, if you guys are interested in checking out VF presets, they're available at vfpresets.com. We'll link them up. Mood Pack is available today. All the other packs are on there. And if you guys like these live edits on our YouTube channel, let us know, because we'll do more of them. We'll do maybe, I think it'd be fun to do live edits and also live critiques. What do you think, Chad?
Yeah, I've been wanting to do something like that for a while, so it'd be fun. I want to do a like a live engagement session edit too. I think that would be fun for people.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put all those. Let us know what you guys think about those ideas, and we'll see you guys back here next week, same time, same place, for something.
Perfect. Round of applause to Pye for creating these awesome presets. And
You just wanted to use that sound effect, didn't you?
I did.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right. Thank you, guys. Peace out.